Hello Gemini, welcome to my channel, Sarah Angel Tarot. This is your reading. As you know, it will not resonate with all Geminis, but I try to get the masses, I really do. So this is for Gemini, full Celtic cross reading for Gemini. But let's see what's going on, and hopefully it'll be a good reading. If we do get anything negative, we'll work through it, okay? Let's see what's going on here. Beginning energy. Ace of Cups. A little dark in here. I'm going to turn on this light. Probably cast a shadow. Let me turn this on. To cast a shadow, I'm sorry. But you got the Ace of Cups. That is like an awesome, awesome card. That's a passionate new beginning. Someone offering you something emotional that you love. Or it's just that you're wanting this also. It could be that also, you know. Let's see what we got here. King of Pentacles. You could be dealing with a earth element or earth sign. And because I read for the masses, I do not assign just one earth sign to a card. There's just too many people you got to deal with. But the King of Pentacles can be, like I said, an earth sign. It could be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. It's in the upright. And you could also be taking on this energy yourself. It doesn't have to be an earth sign. It could be someone who is stable, or they do business well. They are highly respected in the community. They like things go in a way of the status quo. Very organized. It's crossing it. Anxiety. Someone's having anxiety with the Nine of Swords. Now, whether this is you having anxiety or an earth sign or someone, like I said, taking on an energy, that is what is the obstacle or what is crossing them. I'm going to lighten this. Your goal, Ace of Swords, cutting things out or having your truth. Foundation. There was some blockage here. Maybe you blocked somebody or someone else blocked you. But another thing that represents this card is almost like peace. You know, somewhat like a peace offering, like trying to have peace in your life. So you put up swords and stop all the negative energy. In the past, you were thinking about how to work things out with the Nine of Wands, how to get the job done, how to get things situated. Near future, you got happiness coming. You got some happiness coming, and you definitely want that. With the sun in the upright. Better days ahead for Gemini. That's pretty cool. Possible future outcome, or the advice, is wish fulfillment. It's almost, well, it's more like the happily ever after card, you know, for you. What's coming towards you, someone's going to collaborate, work with you. More than one person that you're dealing with. Your hopes and fears, you're afraid communication will get cut off, and the outcome is you may get a little defensive for some reason at the end, or somebody may with you. I'm going to find out what that's about. That's a Seven of Wands in reverse. Usually, you know, is someone not getting on top of things or getting defensive. Now, I do see you getting happy. I do see you getting a lot of, like, happily ever after. It could be that you just don't feel like dealing with a situation. Maybe you're just going to decide to be happy and not, you know, battle so much, you know. You may decide to cut things out for a little bit and just enjoy your life. But right now, your anxiety, I think you need a vacation, Gemini. You got the King of Pentacles, you got anxiety, the Nine of Swords crossing it. Why are you there for Gemini? What's going on? Chariot, you feel like things aren't moving fast enough. That's what it is. You think things are chaotic and not moving fast enough. Can I get another card for the King of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords that's crossing it, and the Chariot in reverse? Subject at hand. What you're feeling. Ace of Swords, you feel like you can't get your truth out and cut things out, but that is your goal to do so. Ace of Swords, let's go to that since we just pulled it. Oops, something wants to come out, and I'm looking at the Ace of Swords, so I'm going to let it go. Some of the same cards. The goal, Ace of Swords, what you got here, is the Two of Swords in reverse, unblockage. As a foundation, there may be some blockage, or like I said, sometimes a peace offering. We'll call it not seeing things for how they are as a foundation to seeing things how they are, cutting things out, dropping a situation that was possibly negative, and releasing a burden. That's cool. You're going to release a burden, cut things out and release a burden. Maybe you are going on vacation, huh? Now, as the foundation, you got the Two of Swords. Why you there? Two of Swords for Gemini. Why you there? Unable to move on from troubled waters, you're thinking, as the foundation. For with some of you, I think the Two of Swords is not seeing things for how they are, or can't see things for how they are, and you're unable to move because of that, move on because of that, as the foundation. Can I get another card for the Two of Swords and the Six of Swords as the foundation for Gemini? Page of Rods. Yeah, you're not accepting not offers, but messages. Messages may be off. Maybe people aren't talking to you right. Here I go again, losing my voice. Excuse me. Maybe people aren't expressing themselves right to you, or maybe, like I said, communications are off. People are a little bit hot-tempered. And it could be that's why you are putting up your swords. Now, in the past, you got the Nine of Wands. This is someone trying to figure out what they're going to do next. They got something they got to do, figure out, and they're just planning the situation with the Nine of Wands. Excuse me, Nine of Wands. Why are you there for Gemini? Ace of Pentacles is about new offers of, you got a lot of aces coming up. New offers of finances, maybe a new offer, or trying to do something new or offer something new that has to do with money, finances, employment possibly, or just working on something. Can I get another card for the Nine of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles in the past? Got the Six of Cups. Could have something to do with past energy. Like, we know this is the past. It's a past position, but you also got someone in the past you're dealing with, a person. Someone you have fond memories of, or that you care for, that you got an emotional attachment to. But for some reason, things got a little burdensome. Because as the subject at hand, you're feeling, anxiety, and you feel like things aren't moving forward, and you can't have your say or your truth, and can't see things the way you want them to. But the goal is to have your truth and have your say and lift a burden. Now, in the near future, you got the Sun card, a great card in the very near future, and you better take up on this card. If you see this energy headed your way, snatch it up. Use it. The Sun card, why are you there for Gemini in the very near future? Judgment. Yeah, you're not gonna make any more decisions right now. You were supposed to in all the last readings. You're supposed to make judgment calls and things like that. But something's coming up that's going to bring sunshine in your life, and you may put this on the back burner, whatever you were supposed to do with employment possibly. I'm thinking a lot of you are putting something on the back burner so you can enjoy life right now. Now, the Sun card in the upright and Judgment in reverse. Why are you there for Gemini? Seven of Cups. Yeah, you're not taking any options. I think you're going on break. You're going on holiday. Or you're just choosing to relax because you had too much anxiety. The recipe here is that enjoy your life. Realize the blessings you have, because you got the Ten of Cups right there as a possible future outcome, which a lot of people call the happily ever after. Now, I myself don't believe in happily ever afters, but this is close to it. The Ten of Cups. Why are you there as the final happily ever after? Finally getting out of this anxiety, it seems like. Yeah, you may be, you needed a happily ever after. You needed this great things coming in because you were dealing with yourself as the Queen of Swords. in reverse. You're feeling really out of sorts, and you're thinking, I got to really change this situation up, or I'm just going to make myself sick. Can I get another card for the Ten of Cups in the upright and the Queen of Swords in reverse, which is you? Yeah, you need to get away. You need to enjoy yourself. Yeah, and get out of hermit mode. You're too stuck in your thoughts, and possibly to do with work or whatever was weighing you down. It's now time to get out of that mode and enjoy your life. Now, what you got coming towards you is collaboration. And it's in the upright. Let's find out what that's about before I even start talking about it. Three of Pentacles. Why are you there for Gemini? Why are you coming towards them, or that's the outside environment? Three of Pentacles. Why are you there? People are more or less going to collaborate and work with you now. They're going to put the defensiveness down, or they may be a little defensive still. That's odd. They're collaborating, but they're dragging their feet a little, if that makes sense. Three of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. Why are you there? As the outside environment with Gemini. You may be talking people into something. Yeah, they don't want to give any give and take on it, but I think they're going to collaborate with you, but they're going to drag their heels. They're going to be him-hawing around, and you're going to expect an answer from them. Now, your hopes and fears is the communication is off, or that you won't be able to travel, or something will go wrong with that. And, you know, a lot of people have that fear. But it's the Eight of Wands in reverse. Why are you there for the hopes and fears of Gemini? You're afraid it'll disrupt your happy home. Very happy home. You're afraid, you know, communications will go off. You may even be afraid of arguments. Can I get another card for the Eight of Wands and the Four of Wands in reverse for Gemini's hopes and fears? Yeah, because you're looking for better things to come in, but at the same time, you're afraid you're going to irritate people, that maybe they'll stop talking to you over it because you're wanting something else now. You're wanting to take a break from all the anxiety and have some good things come to you. At the very end, people may get a little snippy still. I do see them collaborating, but they're, like I said, they're dragging those heels. So Seven of Wands in reverse. Why are you there for Gemini? Queen of Cups. Could have to do with the Queen of Cups. You could be getting a little testy with the Queen of Cups too, because the Queen of Cups is in the upright here, and you're the one in reverse over here. So you may want an idea and say, I want to be happy, and the Queen of Cups may say, well, I got other things going on, and you may get a little irritated with this person, him or her, doesn't matter, about what you want to do and where you want to get your happiness. So just maybe things are going with the Queen of Cups that are a little different, but I do see them collaborating, people in your life, even though they're dragging, like I said, their heels. Now, the Queen of Cups can be a water sign. And like I said, I don't assign one water sign to this, but because I'm reading for the masses, but this could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. So let me get one more card for that. So maybe there's some little testiness between you and the Queen of Cups. Can I get another card for the Seven of Wands and the Queen of Cups? Why are you there as the outcome? Because you got to make a choice. See, before you weren't making any decisions. Now, at the end, you're going to make a decision. You're going to say, I'm going to do this with the Two of Wands. You got two choices here, and you're going to choose the better one for you. And people may, like I say, not necessarily agree with that. They may feel like it's not their best interest, but eventually it's going to make you your happily ever after and give you your sunshine back. You're needing it for the break. You're having way too much anxiety. At the end, you got justice in reverse. People will feel like an injustice is done, that you're not really talking to them. Or you may feel that they're being unjustful towards you because you're wanting this happiness. But I don't see it as a really negative thing at the end here. I just think people are unsure about the situation, even though they're going to go the way you want to. And you will get that happily ever after per se, and you will get the happiness that you're wanting. You need it. And like I said, not everybody may be on the same page, but they're going to go with it. And this is a little crooked. I'm sorry. And I'll lighten this video up. I'm going to have to lighten it up with software. But that is your reading, and I will let you go. Talk to you later, okay? Bye.